Okay, hello everyone. Happy Monday. I am Shannon J. I am your Double Diamond leader here, and I'm super excited to have Dale on here with us tonight. She's an Emerald leader on our team, and she has just had an incredible month, an incredible few months, let me tell you. She is just signing customers like crazy, so I thought it would be great to have her on with us tonight. And she's going to share a little bit about what she's been doing. So, Dale, welcome, welcome.
I
Do you want to tell us maybe first where these customers are starting from? Like, are they from HAPS? Are they from your own posts?
I've been focusing on getting a lot of haps up this month. I'm like trying to focus, so been getting up a lot of haps so far. So I think most of my customers have been coming from haps. People either commenting on them or liking them, or I've even had some people like reach out to me that like maybe they saw the hap but they didn't like comment on it, but they just like reached out to me. Like, so yeah, I've been having like a lot of conversations this month. So yeah, I've been focusing on just doing like the 4 gummy, 2 tablet hap. I've pretty much been giving everybody that hap, unless they've happed for me before and they've already done that one, then I'll give them something different. But other than that, yeah, I've just been doing those haps.
That's
And
awesome. I love that. And you're so right. That's where it's a numbers game, right? So you're like, okay, so more haps equals more potentials equals more people saying yes. So that's awesome. Now, how many messages do you think you're sending daily or weekly to get those haps up?
um, um, I probably send when I send my hap messages, I send like a huge cluster of them. So I'll probably send like 30 to 40 messages, and then I just kind of wait for them all to reply, so then I can just kind of answer them all at once. Like just copy and paste, right? So it's easier. But yeah, so that's what
Love that.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, guys, 30 to 40 messages every day. And that is going to get those haps up for you, which again is going to get you those potentials. And then, Dale, are you finding a lot of people are saying yes right away, or are you playing a little bit of the follow up game?
I had a few that say yes right away, but most of them are the follow-up games. So depending how the conversation goes, I'll follow up like the next day, maybe if they just didn't answer, and just to kind of like remind them side of the type thing. But yeah, like sometimes like I had a customer this month who I've literally been following up with her for probably like 8 months. Like I followed up with her millions of times. She comments on like all of my posts. I've given her information a million times, and she's always like, okay, not now, So she finally ordered. I was like, yes. So yeah, we got her. But yeah, a lot of them are just like putting them on my follow-up list, making sure I follow up with them. Anytime we have promos, I always let people know about that. If they seem like they're like close to ordering type thing, I might just be like, we have 2 reviewer spots left. So then they kind of feel more of the pressure. Or then they might offer them free shipping. That's been working too. So yeah, that's been working out for me.
That's a good one. I like that. Sometimes just that like little extra incentive when people are like right on the edge, like ordering. Like I was actually on a phone call with a woman tonight and she was like, you know what? I'm really interested. I'm just gonna sleep on it. So like let me tell you, first thing tomorrow, I am sending that woman some sort of promotion to like
Exactly right.
tip it over the edge, when they're like so close.
Exactly. Or like a
So
goodie
that
bag or
is
something. I do
awesome.
those too. Yeah, yeah,
Yes. Love that. Absolutely love it.
yeah.
So,
And
do you
then
find like how often are you following up with people? So, you said next day, so that's fantastic. And then we're doing like follow up Fridays or
yeah, follow up Fridays for sure. Yeah, I always do follow up Fridays. If we have a promotion, then I'll just even if I just talk to them, the day whatever, I'll let them know about that. But yeah, like the next day, then like a couple days, you know what I mean? But yeah,
perfect. Love that. And I mean, you've been in the business now for over a year, which means that you probably have quite a good follow up list going as
yeah,
well. So, if you guys are new in the business, remember that too, that as you are rolling and you're growing that follow up list, like Dale said, someone from 8 months ago just signed up. Okay. That's kind of how it rolls. Slowly but surely, you're going to get those follow ups in. They say that 80% of sales happen on the 5th to 12th follow-up. So I can only imagine the amount of follow-ups that you did with that lady
Yeah.
over the course of 8 months and how many conversations you had with her. So know that things are growing, things are building, right? You're in that planting phase. And then we're watering like crazy with those follow-ups. And finally, the harvest will come. And the harvest is when people finally start saying yes, which is fantastic. Do you have any other tips for everyone signing customers here at month end, Dale?
Yeah, also I've been like getting a lot of like high BV sale like the past probably like 4 or 5 months in a row. I've had like the 240s, like the 3 months. So I've just been letting people know like if when they're gonna order, like if they want to order 3 months all at once, it saves them on the shipping. Some people like that, obviously, if they can afford it. Other people they don't. But yeah, so that's been working good. I've been getting like one of those big high sales like at least once a month. So that's been helpful. But yeah. And then
That
also
is
another
fantastic.
thing, like if when talking to someone about like the gummies and thermo, if they're like when you give price, if they say it's too much, I've tried to talk them into one of them and being like, well, they're clinically proven on their own, like, just combining them will help you hit your goal quicker. And just kind of talk them into just like one of them instead, if they can't afford both. But yeah, other than that, those
That's
are my
good.
tips.
I like that. I should probably add something. So usually if people are like, oh no, that's
Yeah.
too expensive, I'm usually like, oh, okay, can I price them separately for you? But like maybe if I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's great when you use both because they're like clinically proven together, but they're also great separate and just give them the prices.
Yeah,
Just let
exactly.
them see it. Don't even ask. Don't even
Right?
ask if
Yeah.
you can price them separate. Just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So
like
yeah.
that. I like that a lot. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I know you've had some huge, like the full 3 month orders. So when people have, so do you wait until they say yes and then you like ask them how they want to do their
Typically when they
order?
ask for typically when they ask for pricing, I'll give them like the reviewer price or
Yeah.
like the discounted price, regular price, and then I'll just like explain that yeah, I recommend use them for the full 90 days. You can order them the 3 months all together, which saves you on the shipping, or you can do the 3 month subscription, which is what most people do, is what I typically say. And then sometimes they're like, oh yeah, so yeah.
Cool. I
I
love
just give the
that.
option right off the bat, so they
Yeah.
just know. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
throw it in there. I like that. Very nice. That makes sense why you're getting so many of them then, because when you're telling everyone again, the numbers game, right?
Yeah.
You tell
Yeah.
everyone about it. You're going to have more people saying yes to that. That's fantastic. I love it. I love it because
Yeah.
that is big, big BV,
Yeah.
especially at month end. Yeah. I think the
Exactly.
last couple month ends, you've brought in like 500-600 volume
Yeah.
right at the
Yeah.
end there.
It's
And
been
it's
those pretty
just,
much. It's been like,
yeah.
yeah, saved my butt. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. I
Mhm.
absolutely love it. Well, thank you so, so much for sharing.
Yeah.
So guys, I also was chatting with Ashley Sidbine because she has had a fantastic month here as well. She has really taken off. So I was talking to her about getting on the Zoom tonight, but she wasn't available. But she sent me a whole message to send you guys about what she is doing because girl has been signing customers like crazy. I would have to look it up, but she's either got 12, 14, something like that, somewhere in the realm in there, which is fantastic for a month. Okay, so I'm going to read to you what she sent me. Okay, so she wants to share a little bit about where she thinks her sales success is coming from these past few months. So she posts a giveaway post weekly and she sends 20 HAP asks per day. So a lot of people don't respond, but that's okay. The few that do, she offers a choice of HAP. So she either lets them pick product, business, or giveaway. So she thinks that the choice is really important to some. People who are customers, she automatically sends a product post. And some people, truthfully, don't care what they share. She's had a lot more success with HAPs in previous months, but she's still going to keep pushing. I guess her HAPs have been a little bit slow this month. I think everyone is kind of feeling that. She said she's currently trying to master the weight loss products. So she sends a lot of the gummy thermo HAP that Dale was talking about as well, a lot of the cleanse HAPs and the weight loss in general HAPs. She also does a lot of giveaway HAPs. It takes a little bit more time to respond and follow up to them, but it definitely helps build your social network. As a Hap Ask from that giveaway post is reaching fresh new eyes. So she also mixes in some business posts throughout the month too. She sends some of these haps with photos and some with the script over the photos. So she does a whole mix of things. She says, I do a little investigating on how I know the person before I throw a hap their way. I try to get variety showing up on their feeds. And I try to complete as many tasks daily that our fabulous leaders put out there for guidance. So that is in our daily task chat. She is focusing on getting all those tasks done throughout the day. And she's a really good one who she definitely works in her little pockets throughout the day. She does have kids. So she's working a little bit in the morning and then a little bit in the afternoon before her littles get off the bus, and kind of here and there. So she said, I've had a few people who have just gotten in my algorithm and have reached out to me about the products. Actually, my last 3 customers have been just that. So she says, I use scripts from boards for all of my potentials and follow-ups and add in some personality. I respond first to their message and their needs and then add in the script. And then I adjust where it seems to fit. It's important to get in the head of your customers, ask questions and cater to their needs as required. So some require greater patience than others, as most of us know. Be honest and compassionate with each message that you send. So don't get me wrong, I have my times when I forget to add personalization to my message, but I try to catch myself in that moment and slow down a bit. It's so important that they feel heard. So take the time, review your messages before sending. Check that their names are spelled correctly. You're looking at their needs, the products they're interested in, and of course, giving your honest opinion and suggestions too. So she also said, when doing follow-ups, take the time to look back in the conversation and catch up. When you include them in the conversation, it really helps to sell the products. Be confident in the products as well. If you have a testimonial, use it. Some of her customers have been personal sales, so like friends and family, but some have been complete strangers. It's all about getting your message out there. And the more you grow your network, the further those seeds plant. And I only have Facebook, no Twitter, and no Instagram. So she's just being loud and proud. And then I was asking her too about how she does her follow-ups, because I know some people have different systems. Yeah, those are awesome tips, right? So Ashley said that she has a handwritten list or a notebook for follow-ups. She has potentials listed first. So these are all of the new people who comment or message her in regard to product. And then she does follow-up Fridays, typically with almost the whole list. So Ashley is fairly new, so she would only have to go back a few months to do her whole list. So it's a little bit different than once you've been in for a year or 2 or 3. But yeah, so she's saying she's almost doing her whole list, gauging the choice by how responsive they've been. Unless, of course, it's an active conversation, then she tries to keep it rolling and make the sale. If I hadn't heard from someone in about 5 follow-ups, then she's taking them off of her potentials list. If someone asks for a follow-up in the future, she has a separate list. So she has a February list in general and mid-month. She has a March list in general and mid-month. She has an April list in general and mid-month. So that way she's keeping track of the people who have given her future dates to follow up. So sometimes, like now at the end of the month when we have awesome promotions rolling, I might follow up with a few early. And also with month-end promotions, she'll start with her potentials growing list. And if that's not effective in getting response, then she moves into her February follow-up list and she'll just message them a little bit early. So her last tip is that if she is trying to keep a conversation rolling, she says something like, hey there, so what do you think about the info I sent earlier, yesterday, 2 days ago? Or she'll say something like, hey there, picking up our conversation from, or hey there, I know life gets busy. Did you forget about me? So just something to keep the conversations rolling in there. So I think those were some great tips that she sent. Some things that like I definitely don't even do, like offering a choice of hap is kind of a neat idea. I've definitely never done that. I usually just send it. But hey, some people might really, really appreciate that you're giving them the option, and maybe they're more likely to post it, which is why she's only needing to send 20 hap messages a day and only put up 1 giveaway post a week. So those are pretty good numbers. So yeah, I wonder if that would help with the percentage of people that actually post of the people that we've asked. So definitely something I'm going to be trying. good too to be still getting HAPs up. Like I know some people will be like, oh, there's only like 2 more days left this month. Like there's no point in getting up HAPs. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. You have no idea who is going to say yes, who's going to be ready, especially at the end of the month. People are getting paid. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so tomorrow is EI day. I find Tuesdays are a really big sale day. I've never understood it in the past, but I think it's the EI. That's, I don't know if there's other payments that people get on Tuesdays as well. But tomorrow is going to be a really big sale day. And then Wednesday, obviously the last day of the month, people are getting their ODSP. Other government checks are coming in. So it is huge. Yes, reply to all of the comments, reply to all of the likes. Don't forget about the likes. I've definitely done that. Make sure that you go back and you're checking your HAPs from the whole month. You never know when someone else is going to comment on those. I've checked them before and had a comment from like 2 weeks prior because it had been a little bit since I checked that. Sometimes I also even go back and check my HAPs from the end of the previous month. So I'll go back to my HAPs from the end of December and see again if there's any new HAPs. Because if someone posted for me on January 1st or January 2nd and I'm checking those again, I might as well check the HAPs from December 30th or December 31st because really those were only 2 days before that. So HAPs are huge. Follow-ups are also huge, guys. Make sure you are going back. I can tell you I've already done my December follow-ups. I've already done my November follow-ups. We're moving into October now. So make sure that if you have a good list going from previous months that you're not forgetting about those people, right? In that 5 to 12 follow-up range, that's where we need to get. And in order to hit that many follow-ups, it's going to take months. It's going to take a few months. So make sure that you're not forgetting about those people that you've chatted with previously and focusing solely on the ones now. Now, something that I'm loving to do this month is really talking about our 30-day drop program. This is an insane price for those 4 products. So even some people that I've talked to about the gummies and Thermophyte previously, I'm now recommending the 30-day drop because really the price point is only $4 more than getting two bottles of gummies and a bottle of the Thermophyte now with the 30-day drop, which is amazing. Plus there is a contest going on for how many 30-day drops we can sell. So if you guys want to get in on that contest, then you definitely want to be selling lots of the 30-day drops. So what I do is I just mention it in my follow-up. Hey, we've dropped this brand new system. I'm going to send a before and after photo with my follow-up. So that's kind of a neat idea for you guys too. Not just sending the message, sending the before and after photo or sending a review that you've got from someone with your follow-up. It's going to grab their attention a little bit more. And they might even open the message because sometimes you know how you have to, like it will say the beginning of your message, but if you've sent an image, it says that you've sent an image. Guess what? They have to open that in order to now read the message and see what you sent them. So again, they're more likely to open it and kind of check out what's going on. I also love putting up really awesome results, product posts close to the end of the month. Even if it's daily, as long as you have something in between there. So like make sure you're doing an opportunity post or a quote or a personal post, like something not related to the business at all. Then you can keep throwing up those results posts and people are going to keep seeing them. So even if they're not liking, even if they're not commenting, I can't tell you how many people I've had just message me saying, oh, okay, I'm seeing all these results. What do you got going on over there? Yeah. Right? They're curious. They're seeing them all. And maybe they're shy to like or comment on Facebook. They don't want their friends or family to know that they were interested in, weight loss products. Sometimes people are shy about that. But they are going to get in your inbox, which is always super cool when you have people reaching out to you. It kind of takes I'll say the scariness of messaging people out of it when you're just replying to their message. What else do we have? So follow-ups, make sure you're doing all of your follow-ups, you're getting up new HAPs, you're posting your product posts. And then that's kind of the main things for pushing for month end volume. Really, it's the same things that we're doing the rest of the month. Sometimes we just do it a little bit extra, a little bit, few more HAP asks, a few more follow-ups, going back in the months of our follow-ups, putting up a few more product posts than usual. And that's just going to create that momentum for yourself and hopefully carry us into February. Now I know we have some other top enrollers on here with us. Nicole, Joy, Crystal, Agnes, and Candace are still quite new. Do you guys have any tips to share? Any last minute thoughts or ideas for how you like signing lots of customers at the end of the month? Feel free to unmute yourself or pop it in the chat. I know I kind of put you guys on the spot. Tips, build your algorithm by interacting with your Facebook friends and posting good content. It's not over till it's over. That's right, Crystal. Keep going.
Did you guys mention putting in keywords in your chat, like 30-day drop or gummies or Thermophyte X?
No.
Right?
Do you want to talk more about it?
Well, yeah, when you go in your chat and you put in a keyword at the very top, it'll show you all of the conversations that word has popped up in. So it can help you look back on gummies or Thermophyte X or 30-day drop conversations instead if you haven't written them down already accidentally or right instead of scrolling through your messenger. So that's a good tip.
It's so true because sometimes people get lost. Sometimes they just get lost. And yeah, so when you're in your messenger at the very top, you guys are going to see a search bar. And like Nicole said, if you type in coffee or 30-day drop or any of those keywords, all of the conversations that have that in it are going to pop up. So you can scroll through, make sure you've messaged them all again, make sure you've got their names written down, all those sorts of things. That's fantastic. Thank you, Nicole. Okay, anyone else? Tips for a month end? If not, that's okay. Like Crystal said, it's not over till it's over. Boosting hacks. Oh, that's a good one too, Crystal.
I was gonna say, like, following up with old customers, like say like a customer placed like a one-time order.
Yeah.
Like when I first started, I would like forget about them. You know what I mean? Now it's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, they put whatever. But like, yeah, I've been following up with them now because they placed once, right? But they might still be interested. And I've even had people be like, you know, like I thank you so much for checking in. Like they appreciate that, like you're checking in with them all the time. You know what I mean? So yeah.
That is so true too. I almost need to go back and don't forget about checking your declines. If you guys have declines in eSuite and you don't know how to check them, please message your enroller. They will help you. But these are people that had subscription orders set up that just didn't go through. So obviously we want to be checking in with those customers. Like Dale said, checking in with previous customers. Sometimes too, even if someone placed an order this month, if there is somewhere in your chart that you really need volume, I will message them again and offer them some type of promotion if they want to place an extra order or order next month's supply of whatever they're ordering early, or like there are tons of different ways to boost your month end volume, messaging current customers, getting new customers, and of course staying consistent with it, guys. And mindset you need to have in your mind that, like Crystal said, it's not over till it's over, that you can do it, that people are coming to you, people are going to be signing, and just keep that positive mindset. Because if you think I can't do this, it's not going to happen, it's not working, then it's not going to happen. So keep that positive mindset, go all the way till the end of the month. Sometimes we're signing people at 11 o'clock at night on the 31st of the month. You never know. And that last little bit of volume can be a big push, and especially going into next month, right? Everything we do this month is going to carry us into February and again into those promotions and all these promotional bonuses that we have. And it's just going to be fantastic. Okay, so that is all that we have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for hopping on, and happy month end, happy customer signing, happy distributor signing. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.